Hello peoples, welcome to another episode of Minecraft on the MtWoebegone server. Today is episode 28. Hooray! No cause for celebration, 28 doesn't really mean anything. But, hey, there's no reason I can't feel good about myself. I got a lot of stuff I wanted to get done, or stuff I needed to get done, I think. Both. Right, so today I'm gonna start some work on the redstone building I want to create for just placing these here now before I forget. So this is going to serve as sort of a laboratory for redstone experiments. Whenever I get a random idea of something I want to try out or a concept that I think would be pretty cool to see in action. So what I did first was I didn't really clear out a space. There was just a small hill of red sand over in the corner. I made a space for the foundation next to my TNT cannon experiment thing. Still haven't figured out why the TNT doesn't blast off. I built a foundation, filled it with stone slabs, and there was also 2 caves underneath where I wanted it. Now, one cave was over there on the opposite side. It was easy to cover up since it was directly underneath the foundation. But this one, well, as you can see, it's right here. Actually, let me get a block. There we go. It's right here, so the side of it was exposed. But that's okay because I filled it in with solid, smooth stone blocks to make it look like the actual... to make it look like the actual building itself goes down a lot farther. That's why I said ooh on this block, because it didn't look like that. Now it does. And yeah, these 2 holes, they lead to the same cave system if I ever wanted to explore it. And so does this hole here, so I might create a stairway or something. It's dark, so I might even also hear mobs running around. Okay, so what I decided was a 6-block wide entryway. I might need to put up a fence there. I don't see any temporary blocks I can use, I'll just have to be careful. And then I'm going to, what did I say, 6-block wide entryway. And I'll have the first layer to be smooth stone slabs. Like, I first thought I could use just plain smooth stone, but then it would make the whole thing look really plain. So instead, I'm using stone slabs to make it a little bit more active? What's the word I want to say? Less boring than one big plain color on a giant wall. Sort of like I have the bottom block of my house, oak wood, and the rest of it birch. So that's kind of the same thing I'm doing here. Now as for how high I want it, thinking I want it pretty high, but not way too high. You know, do I have any wood on me? I don't. What can I use instead? Well, let me make some of these blocks. That should be good enough for a makeshift staircase. There, and there. Okay, now I should be able to get up and down rather easily than trying to jump up higher than I am capable. And right now, I'm trying to see how high looks good for the actual entrance. I'm thinking I want to style it like sort of an airplane hangar. How it's got a slight curve on the roof. This looks like a good height, actually. Let me build up this side. And one more, I think. Yes. How's that? Okay, then I want to build across, but have maybe slabs as the line, the lip, the edge of the roof of the doorway. Is that what you would call it on something as big as this? Doorway? There's no actual doors, but that's what I'm gonna call it. Okay, what's that? What's that look like? No. Maybe. Well, yeah, this isn't the effect I want. Actually, I could put these one block lower. Okay. And instead, just have either plain, where is that? Regular stone. Regular stone on top of it. I brought stone bricks with me too, because I want to incorporate those into the build somehow. Okay, that looks good. Actually, this might not be too bad if I just use plain old stone. Okay, let's throw on one long strip, see what that looks like. And I'm going to need another step. Not bad. I wonder, well, I do want to use stone bricks in the build, but not sure where. Maybe, oh yeah, I was looking for the newer blocks like andesite and diorite, but they're not in this version of Minecraft 1.7. Diorite. And what's that, granite? What is this? Fragrant fern. Nope, I'm not going to be building with plants. Okay. Now the sides, yeah, they're going to be pretty plain, but they're also going to have high windows. I think that'll look nice. And geez, let me tell you, getting all the stone for this, oops, I used the wrong one for the floor. Good thing I have this silk touch pick. Getting all the stone for this was pretty surprising. I thought I would have enough with 2 stacks, but man, you run out really quickly. So it's a good thing I have this silk touch pick. I got really lucky with this enchant too. I think I only used 17 levels to get this. Or 30, I'm not sure. Pretty sure it was that one. Now, what was I doing? Building up the walls. Oh, here's a trick for you. If you want to build quickly on a long line like this, put your cursor such that when you place a block, when the block is placed, your cursor will be on the side of the block, and if you're holding down right click, the block won't place automatically because you're occupying the space where a block... I see creepers on the map, sorry, just being wary. If you right click here while you're in this space, a block won't be placed, so you can continue to move along to the side, and holding right click, and you won't place any extra blocks. And it's really pretty quick. Okay, nighttime cometh, so I'd better sleep, and well, I'll do a bit more work on this and be right back. Well, here we are. Instead of the stone bricks I had as a makeshift staircase, I put ladders up here instead. It's way easier and much faster. I've also built up the walls, 3 blocks solid, and the next layer, I guess row, would be the windows. They're going to be 2 blocks high by 5 wide, with 3 blocks from the corner walls, 2 blocks between each window, and the back wall is going to have a 7 block wide window, but only 1 block high. Now, I was just thinking, do I want to replace the corners with stone bricks? I'm just trying to find a place where it would actually work if I wanted to put stone bricks in this. But as with anything, of course, you just have to try and see. Where are my ladders? Whee! Don't try that at home. Okay. Hey, that doesn't look too bad. Alright. Good. Right, I'm pretty pleased with that. I didn't actually think it would turn out so well. Now the other thing I was thinking was putting some right here as sort of supports for the door. Will it have the same effect? I need to put a marker for my ladder. There it is. 1 torch. Thank you, torch. Okay, now that kind of works. So I'm thinking of making a square archway with a stone brick all across like that. Now this is good because I can let all this smelt up while I'm doing this. Okay, so just pick all this away. and replace it with this stuff. Oh yeah, I don't think you can actually craft chiseled stone brick in this either. Give me that. Give me that too. Okay, I like that better, but it needs something more because the front is going to be much larger. I'm thinking curved shape to match the roof. Now, the thing I wanted to do, let me see. Well, it is going to go over the door, of course. Just don't know how far out. Maybe I'll limit it to that for now. Okay, I think it's going to have to go out one more each side, so that means one more ladder. There. Stone, torch as a marker, and one on this side. So 1, 2, 1, 2. I guess I'll do every 2 blocks. 1, 2. There we go. How much is left here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I might want to stop it here and stop building up, because then it might look too silly. Oh yes, there we go. That's perfect. Now just to make sure, I'm going to build up another little bit. 1, 2, 3. Actually, is that it? 2 blocks. Yeah, that's just going to look pretty silly. Yeah, that looks way too pointed, like it's an actual slanted roof. That's not what I wanted. Okay, yeah, so just to make sure, try and see. Okay. Now the walls. I think that's pretty much it for the outside. The roof, you know, I might actually go for nether brick slabs. I wanted something dark. I thought maybe a dark gray stone would work, so I tried stone brick slabs. But they're not really dark enough. They're just way too close to smooth stone for me to actually be satisfied with it. So I think something that stands out like nether brick slabs would be much better. Okay, whoops. Well, that was bound to happen eventually. Alright, that's what these are for. Okay, I'm gonna grab some slabs, do a bit more work on the redstone factory again. It's not a factory, it doesn't actually produce redstone. Do some more work on this and be right back. Alright, glass walls put in, looking good. Back wall windows nice and high, just like I wanted. It's got the effects that I wanted to. The side windows aren't too high, but high enough to feel like they are high windows. Now, I did raise the front arch of the building by 1. It still looks good, but I did that because the roof would have been here, which would be almost in line with the stone brick arch of the doorway. That might have made it look kind of squished and not very good. So one last thing I have to work out here is the slabs on the roof. Put one more ladder. I'm not exactly sure what to do here because since they are slabs, well, see, you got kind of a bit of stone showing on the side of this one. So I'm not sure if I should use a just solid block or double nether slab or a stair. I didn't bring any blocks with me, but let's just hope this looks good. See, and then you got this right on the corner, there's a stone and then air. I don't know if this will look any good, but hey, try it and see. Maybe something, maybe nothing. Oh, and I want to bring this all out for sure. 1 block to give it that kind of, I don't know, overhang effect. Otherwise, I got just one big, flat, plain wall. Oh shoot, what about my ladders? Well, there's another problem. Okay, ladders will have to go somewhere else. Now, I can gauge how it looks from the right side. Yeah, you know what? That's not too bad. Like, I think it might look better if I didn't bring it. I like the effect it is when it's brought out one. Actually, you know what? There's actually no avoiding this. So this is what I'm probably going to go with. Okay, let me see. You know, I'd rather go with actual block here instead of slabs. It's just a peeve of mine. Now, okay, that's what I was doing. Bringing the rest out one block. 1, 2, 3, that's done. Now, not sure if I want to add one more over here, or just to keep it as is. Let me see how it looks. The right side is going to be without the extra length, and left side is going to have width. That's okay, and I'm just going to move it along the side like that. Okay. And left side, how does this look? Makes it look more like a house, actually. Less like a kind of a hangar. But I do like, you know, if this edge was brought out all the way along the sides, I would like that. But I don't like how from the front it looks more like something you would see on a house. Then again, does this actually still look fine? Have it plain like this? Alright, you know what? I think I'm going to go with the shorter option. Alright, now one last fast forward, and you get to see the finished product. And here we are, the final product. I've actually added a small change to the roof. I put in full blocks in between the top row of slabs. It looks better, it matches the curve of the roof. The back end is going to be the same. Oops, I didn't actually add full blocks. But you can see how it does look better with full blocks than just having slabs at the topmost part. And well, basically I'm going to fill this with all kinds of redstone experiments, do pointless things. I'm going to call this place the Pointless Ideas Center. Basically things of redstone, things of, well, redstone builds that really don't have an actual useful purpose, but kind of pointless, and they don't really do anything useful. They just do things. It's kind of vague, but once I do my first one, you'll sort of get the idea. And yeah, I'm going to need some more blocks to actually finish the roof. There's a lot of space up there. Okay then, this has been episode 28 of Minecraft on the MtWoebegone server. If you liked this video, leave a like. It lets me know what people want to see. And if you want to follow along with this series or anything else on my channel, feel free to subscribe as well. Okay, till next time, be swell, stay well, and farewell.